So welcome to the channel Salesforce Consultant, in which I look to diarise some of my common day-to-day tasks asked for by my clients. Got a kind of a common request here that I thought it'd be a good idea if I could film it live as I go through. And that is to create a simple email alert to a couple of members of internal staff when a record reaches a particular status. So this client's got this custom object here called a thank you pack, which they use to help automate some of their process. And what they're asking for is when the thank you pack gets to pack produced, that then triggers an alert to a couple of members of staff. So we're going to go and build that. In the old days, I would have used a workflow, and then we used moved to process builder, and now we're over to flow. A couple of things haven't changed though. You still need what's called an email alert. So that's the action of sending the email. And then you need an email template as part of that alert. I could go into the flow and start the flow first, and then when I've realised I haven't got an email alert, go off and build one and come back to the flow, and same with the template. Or I can just go and build those two now. So we'll just go and build a very simple email template to get started with. So let's just go into my setup, and we'll go to email templates. I'll just build a classic email template. It's just an internal one, doesn't need to be anything fancy in particular. And we'll click on new. We can leave it as text to say it's not going out to customers. And the merge fields are, we're going to look at thank you pack. There's quite a lot of objects in this one, so thank you pack fields. And I'm going to give this email template a name. Now, just a tip, I guess, to admins is, pay particular attention to naming. I go into a lot of orgs when someone will say, I've got a flow broken, can you go and fix it? And then you go and find, there's 100 flows in there, they're all just called case alert or account alert or whatever. There's nothing descriptive in there to tell you what it's about. I like to prefix email templates with ET. And then email alerts with EA, etc. Just to make it a little bit clearer, because it's very easy to kind of get deep into the detail when you're doing lots of these and kind of lose track a little bit. So ET, what should we call it? So alert staff thank you pack is that, what did I call that? Produced? What was that word that we were looking at there, just to make sure? It was pack produced. Yeah, okay, pack produced. So I'll put that in the description. Is produced. Just clear that out and make it redo it so it's correct. Put a description here. Email template or thank you pack is produced alert. Okay, the more descriptive you can be, the better. The subject, thank. Be good if I could spell. Thank you pack is produced. And then we'll need some email body in there. A new thank you pack has moved to produced status. We need a link in there, of course. So we'll go and now have a look at what fields I've got, and record ID is the one I really want. So just copy that. Please click here to review the record. Pop that in there and then save. And I think that's all I need really. I say it's just a kind of a simple internal one. Now I need to make sure I remember the name of this email alert. So because when I now go and produce, my email template, because when I now go and produce my alert, I've got to remember which one to link it to. So I could, copy paste that somewhere in a notepad. Let's now go and create an email alert. Okay, so new email alert, and I'm going to give it prefix EA alert. Email alert that thank you pack has moved to again, I've forgotten it already. Pack produced, sorry. Move to pack produce status. Okay, that's fine. It's now given it a unique name. It might have started to do that as I finished typing and went over to another screen, so I find it's always best kind of refresh that. The object that we're looking at is the thank you pack. Let's just go down and see if we can find it nice and easy. There you go, thank you pack. And the template, don't forget I've given it an ET prefix. There shouldn't be too many for those. Thank you pack automated email, that's the one. And the recipient, I've got a feeling they've got a couple of people. Let me just go and check who they asked for. Bear with me 1 second. Right, I've got the name of the other user now, so I've just added those to that. I could, of course, have this go into a group or a related email field or whatever. So this is a fairly simple requirement, so we'll just now save that. So we've now got email alerts. That's the action that fires off when the criteria is met. We haven't put the criteria in yet because we haven't built the flow to say that, but we've got everything ready. So we've got all the content ready in effect, and now we can go off and build our flow. So let's just go into flows, and we're going to create a new flow and record triggered flow, because we're triggering it on something happening in a particular record. Flows are great. I'm still find them quite techy, and I quite often have to pass over to my dev team because there's a lot of kind of tech speak in there, if and ands and variables, etc. Not like the old workflows, which were just a bit easier for the non-code person. I do appreciate flows can do an awful lot more, but I feel that still a way to go to get them into a point where they are clicks not code as such. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. Working parts, yeah, okay, that's fine. So let's have a start. The object is the thank you pack, and it's when a record is it's updated. Really, it never would be on created, but we'll put created or updated. All conditions are met, and the field, I think it's called status, isn't it? Let's just go back and thank you pack status. There you go, thank you pack status equals pack produced. Okay, and I think that's okay for what we need, and just save that a second. Flow label, flow, FL, thank you pack. It also seems a bit repetitive here because kind of putting the same explanation on everything, but it'll make sense later if you ever have to come back and maintain this or change it or whatever. I said, just the more descriptive you can be, the better it is. Or think about the next admin in line, which might not be yourself, but even so, it's still better to be descriptive. It's not a lot of cost to do it. Anyway, thank you pack alert when pack reduced, status reached. Okay, save. And we don't want to run it immediately. We want to update the triggering record, send an email alert, that is, and the email alert now. Record thank you pack. Oh, ID. There you go. That's what I'm after. ID. Okay. This is a bit, I was trying to say this sort of seems just so techy. Really. So that's looking okay. Let me just press save on that. And all looks to be good. So I think the thing I might need to do now is just see if I can do a quick test on that. Okay.